Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to put together the four-piece puzzle of the modern business analyst role. If you've ever wondered how the best organizations out there manage to seamlessly connect really complex business needs with, actual technological reality, well, you're definitely in the right place. We're going to break down exactly what makes a modern BA tick.
Okay, let's jump right into this by defining what a business analyst actually does at their core. Because a BA isn't just someone who sits in a meeting and takes notes, right? They have this true dual role. On one side, they absolutely have to understand the needs, the goals, and the constraints of the business stakeholders. And on the flip side, they need to totally understand the technical teams who are actually delivering those feasible solutions. They are essentially the ultimate diplomat and translator between two very distinct and honestly often very different worlds.
Think of the BA as a literal bridge. They're linking those high-level, big-picture business goals floating up above with the grounded, nitty-gritty technical delivery points down below. Translating requirements and constantly facilitating that communication is exactly the glue that keeps these two sides anchored to one another.
So here's our roadmap for the explainer today. 1. The business analyst bridge. 2. Foundational industry knowledge. 3. The power of soft skills. 4. Mastering the technical toolkit. 5. The prompt engineering frontier. And 6. Completing the BA puzzle. Let's get into it.
Section 1. The Business Analyst Bridge. Connecting two worlds. Moving right along to Section 2. Building foundational industry knowledge and becoming a trusted advisor.
Look, raw technical skill, it means absolutely nothing if you don't have deep contextual insight into the business itself. Actually understanding specific market dynamics and regulatory frameworks is what transforms a BA from just a mere order taker into a strategic, highly trusted advisor. To provide solutions that truly resonate with people, you've got to know the specific departmental operations and their daily pain points. When you really comprehend the competitive landscape, you are just writing down what people say they want, you're identifying what the business actually needs. Speaking the language of the business and anticipating those future challenges, that is exactly how a BA builds incredible credibility.
Section 3. The Power of Soft Skills. This is about way more than just hearing.
Failing to actively listen, and I mean really digging into those underlying needs and paraphrasing them back, will literally break your project. Clear, incredibly concise communication is what actually spans the gap between business and IT. Active listening doesn't just mean hearing the words spoken in a meeting room. It means relentlessly digging into the why behind those words. If you don't do that, you're going to hit the kind of costly misunderstandings that completely derail timelines and inflate budgets.
There is a very real, very dangerous, lost in translation reality when communication breaks down. It's like that classic joke where someone says, maybe I should have been more clear when I said I wanted to build a bridge between business and IT. It's funny, sure, but it's also a major warning. A totally broken bridge is exactly what happens when critical thinking and active problem solving just aren't applied to stakeholder requests.
Susan Moore from the International Institute of Business Analysis hit the nail on the head when she said business analysis is fundamentally a relationship business. Building trust, showing genuine empathy, and truly understanding stakeholder motivations, those are non-negotiable soft skills. Knowing exactly what motivates your stakeholders helps you tailor solutions that actually stick and deliver lasting value. Without those social skills, smooth collaboration across your project phases is, it's virtually impossible.
Tailoring your message so stakeholders actually understand you is everything. It's the ultimate executive communication irony, right? Claiming your superpower is talking to leadership while their feedback is that they literally have no idea what you're saying. Think about it. You could have the absolute best technical solution in the world, but if you can't explain its business value simply and effectively, your project is never getting off the ground.
All right, Section 4. Mastering the technical toolkit. These are the hard skills for real solutions.
So what's in the modern BA's toolkit? Well, today's analysts absolutely must evaluate complex systems, model processes, and honestly even handle some basic coding. You're going to need SQL for database queries and Excel for heavy data manipulation. You need a solid mastery of BPMN standards and tools like Visio or Lucidchart so you can document workflows clearly. On top of that, having a firm grasp on APIs, system architecture, and massive enterprise systems like SAP or Oracle allows you to optimize business processes seamlessly. And nowadays, bringing basic Python or R skills to the table is a massive boost to your analytical capabilities.
But here's the kicker. Beyond just crunching all that raw data, you actually have to sell the solution.
Using tools like Canva and PowerPoint for visual storytelling is what actually gets stakeholders to quickly grasp incredibly complex information and buy into your idea. Suddenly, their reaction goes from total confusion to, "Shut up and take my money." Clean visuals and smart dashboards translate dense, boring requirements into highly compelling business cases.
Section 5. The Prompt Engineering Frontier. Welcome to the AI evolution. AI is, without a doubt, a massive workflow multiplier. It allows BAs to rapidly synthesize information and generate initial analysis points from mountains of complex data. You can leverage AI to brainstorm diverse alternative solutions and spot potential risks way faster than doing it all manually. And finally, it completely streamlines your documentation, letting you efficiently draft user stories, acceptance criteria, and initial requirement specs with some really smart assistance.
We've seen a massive evolution in how BAs communicate. Being able to communicate clearly in writing, that's just the baseline now. Mastering prompt engineering is what actually puts you in that top tier. It's all about knowing exactly how to ask the AI the right questions so you can extract the highest quality analysis and documentation possible.
And finally, Section 6, completing the BA puzzle and bringing it all together.
All right, let's lock in the 4 pillars we've been building today. To successfully bridge the gap between business and technology, you absolutely need all 4 of these pieces working in harmony. Industry and functional knowledge gives you the context to be that trusted advisor. Soft skills allow you to build relationships and communicate effectively. Technical skills give you the hard tools to analyze data and map out processes. And finally, prompt engineering gives you the modern leverage to do all of it faster and with far more innovation. Take just one piece away, and the whole bridge becomes unstable. So I want to leave you with this one final thought. Which piece of the modern business analyst puzzle is currently missing from your own toolkit? Take a second to really reflect on your skills. Are you leaning way too heavily on the tech side while your industry knowledge lags behind? Or maybe you're a fantastic communicator, but you're missing out on that AI workflow multiplier. Building this bridge is a continuous journey of improvement. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I challenge you to go out and find your missing puzzle piece today.